Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to show you how to create a cinematic cue in Logic Pro X and also Davinci Resolve. And in this kind of example, I'm going to be using some of my presets from the upcoming DTC SINES Vol.1, which I am still working on. The way that I've done this is collected some various video clips and combined them in Davinci Resolve because Logic Pro does not allow you to import more than one video clip. The video clip runs along the top here in its own little kind of track, movie track, and it has a kind of thumbnail here. This large, you can just double click it. You can expand that even more if you want. So I'm just going to keep it down there so you can kind of see when I play the track. The first thing is I will show you what the movie looks like in Davinci Resolve. So here we are. This is Davinci Resolve, which is what I use for creating all my videos, and this is the free version. I don't need the full studio version. If you do, it is only about £250, dollars, whatever, if you want to actually get the full version. But I don't really need all the extra features because I'm not doing anything that complicated. So basically, how it works is you can bring in your media. If you go to import media, you can bring in your various video files. And then once you have them in, you just drag them to this is a timeline, and it creates this timeline file here, and you can actually go through the whole video there, or you can scroll through individual movie clips. Generally, you're working on either MP4s, MP3s, or kind of JPEGs, PNGs. So as you can see, it is, if I scroll to the end, it's 2 minutes 14 long. Creating a cinematic cue, you want to be around about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. So this is maybe slightly longer, but I did that just to feature some more of the music. And basically, you just drag in each video clip, and then when we get to the end of the first one, we'll see there is a crossfade. So we go to transitions. I use generally just the standard crossfade for most of my transitions, but there are loads and loads and loads, and you can see you've got blurs, the dip to color dissolve, you've got smooth cuts, all these kind of different shapes, iris shapes, ovals and whatever. You can see, you get a preview of what's going to happen between the video clips there. If I play this, you'll just see it's just a straight cross dissolve between the first and the second clips, and you can see where they are on this timeline here. So each one just kind of fades into the next, and that is it. So I normally work in the cut mode. So you've got edit mode as well, and then you've got your audio tracks, of which there isn't any actual audio in any of these. A track for your audio and a track for your vocals if you're recording on mic, like I normally do. So generally have 2 tracks, and then color is where you can change all the color balance, saturation, highlights, shadows, color boost in each video. So you can highlight each video and then adjust the color balance for each one, which I have done slightly, I think, on one of them. Farlight is all your audio, and then deliver is where you would export this. So I normally scroll along to YouTube 1080p, and then you just put in your title, and then you've got the different resolutions there. So I'm in 1920 by 1080 HD, so that's what I export all my videos for YouTube in. And then you just add to render queue. So I'll just delete that, it's already in the render queue. So if you add to render queue, it'll go up here, and obviously it's designed so that you can actually add in more than one job, and then you would just hit render all, and that will just start going through that video from the start to the finish and render that. And normally on my Mac, it takes about the same time as however long the video is. So if it's 20 minutes, it'll take 20 minutes, because I do not have a very fast Mac. If this was an M1 Mac, it would be about half that. So that is one of the reasons to get a fast Mac. So yeah, so that is kind of the very, very basics of Davinci Resolve. And this is Davinci Resolve 18, which is the kind of latest version that I am using. I will leave a link to the genius that is Casey Faris. I'll leave a link to one of his kind of like walkthroughs or beginner tutorials for Davinci Resolve, because basically I've learned pretty much everything from him. So basically all you do in Logic is just drag that MP4 file, the track, and it will create this movie file automatically. And don't worry about all these gaps, that's just Logic. This is basically just a guide for me to create the music, because I'm actually going to export the music as an MP3 and take that back into Resolve to do the actual finished article. So like I said, it doesn't really matter if this is perfect or not. I'm just using this as a guide for the transitions of the music. So if you want to get rid of this, you can just click that and it will disappear back up into there. So right, so I am going to play through some of the presets that I'm using, and the first one is Aurora Borealis. And you can see what is happening there. So that's the first one. So you can see that's kind of the intro, and then it comes back in again later on. Event Horizon is there's not really that much of Event Horizon. It's just the kind of shortest video clip. So basically, I've got one preset for each video clip. So I've got 5 video clips, 5 tracks. So this is that's Event Horizon, which if you remember is a great film. And then we've got Dust from a Different Sun, which is this part of the video here. And that kind of goes along like that. And then Gravity is just a tiny little bit at the start of this kind of scrolly wheel thing, and that is quite a cool and as that is going, mesmerizing strings come in, which is one of my favorites. So I'll just play this, so you'll see that's the kind of this kind of really nice kind of punk sound. And I'll let you kind of see what it looks like, sounds like all together. that is a kind of well, one way of creating a kind of movie cue, cinematic intro, whatever you want to call them, in Logic, and also using Davinci Resolve. Obviously, if you've got a Mac, you could do this in iMovie quite easily as well. When I first started in YouTube, I was using iMovie, but Davinci Resolve is just so much better for adjusting all the other bits and pieces that you bring in as far as the audio and everything's concerned, and it has much more effects and titles and whatever, and it's free, and it is possibly I would say possibly the best free software that I've ever used. So anyway, so that is kind of this video, except it isn't, because after I'd finished this, I came up with the idea of actually producing a trailer for Cherry Audio introducing Sines and my preset pack. So there's going to be a separate video which is going to be posted at the same time as this one, and it kind of shows what you can do with bringing in text and logos and other effects. Like I said, it wasn't the original idea to do that, but after I'd finished this, I thought, well, it would be quite good fun to actually do a trailer for Sines, since that is what I am working on at the moment. As usual, if you are enjoying these videos, please like, subscribe, share, comment, and thanks for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye for now.